The Nigerian government has been told to make prevention and redress of violence against women and girls a key part of its national response plan. The UN Women, the international community of women living with HIV in West Africa, and other interest groups gave their advice during an event to commemorate the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in Abuja.
16 days of activism on gender-based violence against women and girls is an international annual event in recognition of challenges of rape, assault, sexual harassment, and many more. The Association of Women Living with HIV/AIDS in Nigeria and the International Community of Women Living with HIV with support from Vodka are gathered here to join their voices to resist the rollback on women's rights.
These 2022 16 days of activism, we crave the indulgence of the government, civil society organizations, and women's rights movement to get involved and collectively amplify the voices of survivors and activists, to support women's organizations and strengthen feminist movements. In addition, we recommend more funding, support, and resources to tackle gender and human rights issues.
For the UN Women, violence against women and girls remains the most prevalent human rights violations around the world. The country representative appealed for equity, equality for all women, and justice done to perpetrators of gender-based violence. Other speakers also called for increased funding to tackle gender and human rights issues in the country.
And if we have about 3 million people who cannot produce because they are faced with gender-based violence, that means our country will be poorer and poorer. That means our capacity to produce is going down. That means our gross domestic product is going down. So this thing is not just something for women. It is something that all of us, we have to rise against. We have to stand against. We have to say something when we see something.
The groups recognized and rewarded 29 individuals who have distinguished themselves in efforts to ensure that the rights of women and girls in Nigeria are well protected. Among those who were honored are the UN Women Country Representative and Toyin Aderingbigbe of Naka and some traditional rulers.